On this channel, we make fun of a lot of bad festivals, terrible organizers that scam and rip off their fans, and all-around industry parasites that deserve to be exposed. But it does give me great pleasure to point out when a festival has done something right by their fans, especially in an unplanned situation. And I'm pleased to report that that's exactly what Louder Than Life is doing. So headbang the like button, stage dive onto the subscribe button, and windmill the video to your friends. If you're a fan of the channel and you'd like to show your support, consider becoming a member. Memberships are only 99 cents a month, and each one really helps me toward my goal of creating a life-size Godzilla to invade Canada. For those that don't know, Louder Than Life is a 4-day music festival that takes place in Kentucky. It just took place this last weekend, and it was one of the 3 shows that was on Slayer's reunion this year. Yes, the Thrash Titans are back after their long 5-year retirement, but they were only coming back for a total of 3 shows this year, and Louder Than Life was one of them. Or at least it was supposed to be. Unfortunately, in some of the shittiest twist of fate possible, there ended up being torrential storm and rain that day, and the festival just for that day ended up getting canceled. The festival still took place all of the other days, all of the other bands still played, but the one day that Slayer was set to headline got shut down.
No! No! No!
This was completely not the organizers' fault. They immediately put out a statement telling everybody what happened and how devastated they were. And if you're familiar with this channel, you're aware that we've seen a lot of these statements from organizers who had absolutely no intention of standing by what they were saying and ended up fucking over their fans. This is not the case. They quickly posted 2 updates as this was going on, one stating, "Unfortunately, we were unable to open the gates today for Friday's Louder Than Life due to substantial winds and ongoing inclement weather. We are just as heartbroken as you, and while we can't give you the day you purchased, we still want to rock with you and will welcome all Friday single-day purchasers to attend either Saturday or Sunday's iteration of Louder Than Life. Simply keep your Friday wristband on and scan it upon entry on Saturday or Sunday when you arrive at the festival." So people who were only going the day to see Slayer were allowed to come in for free the other days, but they still missed out on seeing Slayer on such a rare appearance. There were many people who came to this event specifically to see Slayer. There are people who traveled from all over the world to come to this event to see Slayer, and they are gonna be upset. People were commenting on the Louder Than Life Instagram comments saying that they should try to cancel Motley Crue on the last day and get Slayer instead, and honestly I would agree with that, but I also know that there's no way that that could possibly happen logistically. But here's the thing, is that Louder Than Life did try to get Slayer to play again. They left a comment on a post saying, "Regarding Slayer, we did everything we possibly could to have them play tonight or tomorrow, but there are so many moving parts behind the scenes to adding a headliner extremely last minute onto a jam-packed day that it just proved literally impossible. It's very rare for that to be successfully accomplished. But please know that despite that, we still did absolutely everything in our power to make it happen for each of you. We wanted nothing more than to hear tens of thousands of fans screaming, 'Slayer!' together." So they're saying they actually did try to get Slayer to play, even though they knew it was going to be an impossible feat. And they're not lying. If you know how festivals are organized and really what goes into everything behind the scenes, yeah, it would have been pretty much absolutely impossible to pull that off. Which sucks for everyone who went there to see Slayer, but that is just the situation. And that's why I wanted to talk about this, because this is a situation where a day at a festival did get canceled and fans ended up getting extremely disappointed. But it does seem like the festival tried everything in their power to make it work despite the situation and unfortunately couldn't pull it off. But in order to at least try to make up for that, they did just announce something that really surprised me, I thought was really cool, and is why I made this video. Louder Than Life posted this on their Instagram saying, "Friday and 4-day Louder Than Life pass holders, check your emails for a chance to see Slayer at Aftershock on October 10th in Sacramento." And the post states, "Miss Slayer at Louder Than Life? We're heartbroken too. But we've got something special for all Friday and 4-day Louder Than Life pass holders. An exclusive chance to see Slayer at Aftershock in Sacramento on October 10th. Check your email for details on how to RSVP. Please note that this isn't the only thing we're working on for you to make up for Friday's cancellation at Louder Than Life. Accepting this offer will not disqualify you from additional compensation. Stay tuned for more information later this week. Thank you for your continued patience and support." So that is already, like, I think an incredible statement, one that I have not really seen a festival do before. I've seen festivals try to pass off a scheme like this where they would allow people in from a different festival just to get money off of them. But this is clearly not that. Aftershock and Louder Than Life are owned by the same person, by Danny Whitmer Productions, which explains how they're able to do this, but at the same time, they didn't have to. They could have just refunded the single day tickets for Friday and called it good. So I think them giving people the option, not only people with single day tickets who went just to see Slayer, but people with tickets for the whole weekend are allowed to take this offer. So if I'm understanding correctly, if you did go to the other days of Louder Than Life, you could still go to Aftershock to see Slayer. To be fair, Louder Than Life Fest and Aftershock are nowhere near each other. Louder Than Life is in Kentucky and Aftershock is in California. But the festival organizers understand that. The very first comment under this post is them again saying, I know flights aren't cheap and paid time off isn't always easy to come by. This is not the only thing we're working on to make it up to you, but we wanted to give y'all something in the meantime. So the festival has more to come. It's not like they're saying if you missed out on Slayer Day, you can get yourself to California and take the ticket and that's it. They're clearly stating that they're working on other things. I would assume refunds is still included in that since they specifically mentioned that this does not disqualify you from additional compensation. We have talked about some other festival promoters that would not have said that. There's even people commenting on the post asking, what if we can't afford to fly that far away? Do you expect us to go all the way out there by ourselves? And Louder Than Life is commenting saying repeatedly that this is not the only thing and they're working on more to make it up to everybody. For someone who has seen a lot of shitty festivals be complete dickheads to their fans, I'm really impressed with how Louder Than Life is handling this. I completely understand that it's not exactly cheap to quickly go from Kentucky to California and plan this all last minute. It's especially not cheap if you're not from Kentucky and you came from somewhere else. There's some people commenting saying they came from Chile and other countries, and that's going to be a lot more difficult for them. I completely understand that, and that totally sucks. But as they said, there will be more to come. So I really think that them offering people who missed out on Slayer to go see them at Aftershock and to make that not the only refund that people get, that's a really awesome move, and Louder Than Life and Danny Whitmer deserve a shout out for that. And it feels good, honestly, to make a video recommending something good that a big promoter did. Thank you for being cool. What's even crazier is that they say here in the comments that if you are a Louder Than Life ticket holder, you can either get the one-day ticket just to see Slayer at Aftershock, or you can get the full weekend ticket. Someone commented saying, so I bought a 4-day pass for Louder Than Life. When I RSVP for a 4-day pass, meaning for Aftershock, do I get a 4-day pass for no charge, or do I have to pay the remainder and you just cut off the price for the Slayer Day? And Aftershock Festival responded saying, in the email, it will give you the option to select a day pass or weekend pass. Aftershock Festival is 4 days, so if I'm reading this correctly, that means that you could have gone to the 3 days of Louder Than Life and then for free get a full 4-day weekend ticket for Aftershock Festival. So you're getting like 2 festivals for the price of one for missing 1 day, which does suck. And you do have to jump over to California all of a sudden. But I think that is a really fucking cool move.
Damn good deal.
Especially when they're promising for more things to come to make up for it. With how shitty and scammy so many promoters have been, how so many festivals have fallen apart, I really think that they deserve a major shout out for this. I know it's not ideal for everyone who is affected by it, but it's a hell of a lot more than most places would do. So shout out to Louder Than Life, shout out to Danny Whitmer, shout out to the Aftershock Festival that I will be at. If anyone watching this is attending Aftershock, I will be there for all 4 days. If you see me, feel free to come up and say hi. So what do you guys think of this offer from Louder Than Life? Is anyone who was affected by it and missed Slayer gonna take them up on the offer? Let me know in the comments below. For more from me, check out my band Dark Insanity. You can find us on Instagram, on Spotify, on all of the streaming platforms, on Bandcamp as well. We have our EP Rabid Psychosis out now. We've got merch available for the channel and for the band. Now you can get wyattsmetal t-shirts, Savior of Metal hats, Dark Insanity t-shirts, Dark Insanity weed bags. We've got everything. Links for all of my stuff can be found in the description of this video. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video.